So I've just watched West Ham's disgraceful performance against Wolves, and honestly, I don't know how I'm even watching it anymore. It's given me the thought of, I don't even know who we are anymore. That performance is not the first time we've seen it this year or last year. What are we? We don't know who we are. We've got no tactics. They change every week. Our formation changes every week. We've got a mishmash of players with no pace, no real clear identity. We're playing out from the back. We're playing long. We're playing 5 at the back. We're playing 4 at the back. We're playing 3 at the back. We got no real youth. I don't know who we are as a club anymore. And I've got to be honest with you, today was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for me. And I'm so upset at the realisation of what we are as a club. And I know other fans taunt us and joke about us that like we're rubbish, we never won anything other than obviously that great night there in Prague. But I kind of agree with them. Potter, what is he coming to do? Now, I don't want to hammer Potter, I really don't. But after today, I look at us, we're set up with a 5 at the back, playing out of the back, with a keeper that clearly cannot play it with his feet. It's quite clear. He kicks it off probably 4 or 5 times a game. We've got a centre half in Mavropanos that every West Ham fan can see is not Premier League quality. He's also not an amazing passer of the ball. So we've got a keeper who can't pass, passing to a guy who can't pass the ball. It is absolutely outrageous. There is zero energy. We played a fat back 5, and I know Potter will say, well, there's positives and our defending's a lot better than what it was when I took over. And yeah, rightly so, but we are playing 5 at the back. We put Guilherme in there today. What is he? Who knows? We got no energy. Other than Bowen, there is nobody in that team that I really care about. I think Wan-Bissaka tries, I really do. And I think he could be a good player on a good side. And it harps me back to David Moyes. At least with Moyes, we had a clear plan of what we are as a club. Now, what are we? Let's break it down. What are we as a club? Because we would say we're the Academy of Football. But when was the last time we really produced players? Yes, we produced Declan Rice. Before that, it's Mark Noble. Mark Noble made his debut about 25 years ago. And we're calling ourselves the Academy of Football. So we don't produce players. I think our last striker we produced was probably Jermaine Defoe. And let's be honest with you, Defoe came to us at 15 years of age and Declan Rice the same. That we didn't really produce them either. So what are we? I think West Ham fans, we want a team that we're proud of. We want a team that looks like us. And again, I do think us, the fans, are part of the problem. I think we're mismanaged from top to bottom. And I look at Spurs and we laugh at Spurs and things like that. But at least Spurs under Postecoglou have got a clear direction what they're trying to do. Whether it works or not is another thing. But they've got a clear direction. They've got a stadium they can be proud of. And they've got a training ground they can be proud of. We have got Portakabins as a training ground. And a team filled with geriatrics and bang average players that we've paid a lot of money for. Now, what that's down to, no one really knows because we don't really get clear communication about it. We don't know what is our plan. We want to play more free-flowing football. I believe that was why we sacked David Moyes. And I suppose rightly so, we as fans made it too hard for him to come in. What we haven't given Moyes is the props for playing really the same team in Europe for 3 years straight and then losing Declan Rice, who was the best player West Ham's probably ever had. He's up there in that conversation for me. So at least under Moyes, we had a very clear style. Maybe it wasn't right, but maybe it was right for a bang average club. And we were punching above our weight. And at least with Moyes, he'd say, I want to win stuff. I want to win. I want to do this. Now, what is it? Honestly, I have no idea. I'm so sad because if I'm Jared Bowen, I'm looking at us going, oh, do I want to commit here for a while? Because we haven't got the money to replace. Our recruitment has been chaotic at best. We brought in Tim Steidten. We got Mark Noble as a sporting director. We had Tim Steidten, a technical director. We've got the owners and we've got the manager. So all four don't seem to be on any sort of plan whatsoever. There's no clear plan. I'd respect it if they said, you know what, we haven't got the money. We're going to have to really ground this out. And we took more of a Palace approach. But at least go, you know what, this year we're going to go out and try and win a cup or something. How many times this season have we dragged players off, made 3 changes at half time? Must be at least 10 times. And then something tells you, and changed the system, the whole system. It's multiple times. Lopetegui put us back years, but I don't think it was just Lopetegui. I think it was buying players. We never know who buys the players at West Ham. We have no idea. So we've got, if Moyes, and that's what, again, I'm surmising, I don't know. Maybe if Moyes was said, this was my team, this is how I want to play, and these are the players I want, but maybe he was being given players that he didn't actually want. And that's the problem with it. And you can never really get it. Now, if Moyes, as rumours believed, wanted McTominay and Harry Maguire, you look and go, well, that kind of makes sense. You're putting balls into the box. That's what you're doing. You're big on crosses. You're big on set pieces. What are we now? He dropped to Debo. No one has a clue what's going on there because he plays well. Okay, he's had injury problems. But come out and say, we can't play Todibo at the moment because he's a real problem with injury. I'd love it if we actually got that communication. Then we go, right, understand why Mavropanos is playing. Otherwise, we don't know why he's playing. We have no idea. I think we're very, very lucky, us, Man United, and actually Wolves, that the league was so bad this year because I think we would have gone down. And I'm very, very, very scared for next year that we could be the ones facing the block because, again, we've got players out of contract at the end of the year, which I'm sure we'll give an extension to. Why? We're too loyal to players. And great, listen, people like Cresswell, Antonio, they have been fantastic servants to West Ham, but you have to move them on. I'm very sorry, you have to. I would rather see us play with a team of kids and lose than what I watched an hour ago because there was no heart, no belief. I couldn't see anything of West Ham in it. Couple of youth players, hauled them all off at half time. They weren't performing, but the system, it was like the most cowardly football I've ever seen. And I think Potter's actually getting away with it at the minute because I've not seen anything that go, this guy's the saviour. He'll keep telling us that it's progression. We've had 2 weeks off with all them players at home. And let's be honest, Wolves are awful. Absolutely awful. There are one player team in Cunha and he wasn't even playing. Yeah, I'm just upset. I'm really, really upset. I'm hurt. I don't see my club where it's going to. I fear for my club. And I know people can say, it's a reaction. This is a season. It's not even a season. It's 2 seasons it's been happening. And that's what's happened when you fill the place with old players on big wages. And we haven't got any youth. So what's happened to the academy? Where is it? Where is the West Ham famous academy? Because Ollie Scholes, yeah, he's been given a chance, but we're talking about the last 6 games. We haven't seen any youth. We're old players. And now we're probably going to go and give Antonio another deal because he's hurt himself and we'll be bad to get rid of him. And I do respect that we're looking out for people. But we've got to get past that. We've got to have forward planning. We've got to have a style of play and stick to it and go forward from there. Because if we don't, we're going to just watch more and more of that I've seen. We've got Bournemouth coming up, Liverpool. Can you see any results? And in Brighton, can you see any results coming from that? Breathe. Just can't. It's been 42 years, too much of West Ham, I think. And the only thing we've got to show for it is that one trophy. And we've never built on it. Our greatest thing for a club, our greatest moments for a club, one of them was staying up. In 06 or whenever it was, 07. We've never built on anything. When we got to the FA Cup final, we then brought in Tevez and Mascherano and nearly went down. We won the European trophy. You think this is the start, we're going to get there. Backwards, backwards, backwards. That's us, the yo-yo club. Couple of years good, another 10 years crap. I'm sick of it, absolutely sick of it.